Today's gonna be a practical, relatively slow day. I have to pick up my laundry and then just prepare for going to Laos tomorrow. Probably not a lot of stuff gonna happen, but I wanted to do a movie anyways. Let's see what the day brings. That's all I can say. I'm waiting for my egg coffee right now. Then we have to find some food. I don't know what happened. I calculated the amount of money that I had left and divided it with how many days, and I'm out of money. Like, I have 150,000 left, which means that I either should find some money or I'm gonna order food online. I guess I'm gonna order food online. I really have no clue where that money went. I feel like I dropped some. Maybe if I'm lucky there will still be money in my shorts, but I'm 99% sure that I emptied all the pockets. That's a little bit annoying, but that's how it is. And it's like, I don't want to send myself money or like go to an ATM to pick up a little bit of money, pay the fees and all that, when it's like 1 day or 1.5 days. Just order food online, maybe drop by McDonald's, get a burger and pay by card there. Let's see where the day takes us. Let's start with the coffee here. I made a plan, kind of. I was just sitting drinking the coffee and fiddling around with SIM card for Laos. I have one and I wanted to top it up, but you need the phone number and I can't find the phone number. Anyways, the plan is to pick up the laundry and then bring it back. Then that's done. And then I think we're gonna go to this place over here, which is like a street, but it's a railway. It's a street where the train passes by. It looks incredible. I don't think there's gonna be any trains before tonight though, but I just wanna see it, and I guess that will be less touristy when it's this time of the day. That is kind of the plan. Oh, food. Gotta find some food. The laundry is picked up and I dropped it off at the hostel. I just checked my shorts again. Nothing in it, of course. So I just had food, which was like McDonald's. And I just realized if I want a coffee tomorrow morning and not McDonald's tonight, I have to eat McDonald's all day tomorrow. Which I don't want to do. So I just thought about this. So when I got here to Hanoi, I actually had $150 in my backpack that I wanted exchanged, and I looked around for an exchange place quite close to where I'm staying. Is this place here, which is a jewelry plus, like you can exchange money there, and the reviews were amazing. So I went there and the rate was actually higher than the one when you type it in on Google. Normally it's lower than that, and there was no fee or anything. I have one $5 bill that I want to go there and exchange, and for that $5 bill I can have proper food and not McDonald's for 2 days, which I really want to appreciate to do. I love eating at McDonald's every now and then, but like for 2 days in a row, my body's gonna be destroyed. I was sitting right over here. I wanted to do a speak, and then a whole bunch of kids came up and asked me, can we practice English with you? And I said, yeah, of course.
Hi.
Do you know what this is?
My name is Zach Khandiptrai.
Do you know what this is?
And I spoke with them for 10 minutes or something like that. And then I decided to go and find another spot where all of these lovely, beautiful flowers are here. I don't know what is going on around the area here. It's amazing. There is this huge lake here in the middle of the city. It's super nice here. I've been walking around here a lot. They blocked off all the traffic. Yesterday it was like half of the roads around here. Today it looks like it's everything. I don't know if it's a special occasion or this is just a weekend thing. It would be amazing if it's a weekend thing. So there are kids in these small electrical cars all over here, and people are walking on the street. There's food. There are all kinds of stuff going on. It kind of looks like it's a thing that's every Sunday. last Saturday. Saturday was not as crazy as this, but today it's so amazing. Like every city to have it. In Copenhagen, actually, they do it once a year. Back in the old days, it was every Sunday. Copenhagen was free of cars. It should be like that every Sunday, especially in Copenhagen. It should just be full time in the middle of the city, no cars. It's not necessary. Just 2 bikes all over, if you ask me. I know I just made a video about I wanted to do a film kind of style and everything, and then this video is completely like the old days. Anyways, let's go and check that place out. Somebody's taking a picture of me. Let's see what happens today. I also have a little bit of a headache. There's a lot of excuses why this video is gonna be weird. No, anyways, let's just do this and then see what takes us. I just felt like doing something today because I haven't been filming that much when I've been here. So let's go there and check that out. And actually, let's talk a little bit about the traffic around here, because it's something I've been wanting to talk about like all through Vietnam. We talked a little bit about it, but not really. But we need to go to a place where there are actually traffic, because right here, there's no traffic now. It's nearby the central station, I know. So this is actually a great spot to film here. Look here, this person, this is red. They go out in the traffic without looking that way, and it's been like that all over Vietnam. Look here, again. He's not looking to the left, not looking to the left. They just like drive out in traffic, expecting nobody to run into them. For me as a European, that is crazy. Like even when it's green for me, I would always look to that side. And here again, red lights. I would be scared driving into traffic without looking at all. Let's try and do it here. So they still have a green light. Okay, so red light for these people coming now. These 2 guys actually look, it's the first time in 6 weeks I've seen anybody looking to the left by going into a right turn. A place selling CDs in 2024, that's actually impressive. There are so many beautiful buildings in this city. You can walk around a full day just looking at old buildings. And also in general, the trees and everything. This city is very beautiful in many ways. Hello. As you see, the girls are also very beautiful. Right up here is the Laos Embassy. I went there a few days ago to get my passport done, actually the day after I got here. That was such a super easy and nice process, very friendly people. So I just paid 1 million dong, which is like $40 or something like that. I was just walking and talking about the Laos Embassy, and then I stepped on this one. I would say it felt like a big move. It doesn't really do that here. Oh, that's the second time today I stepped on something that moved. It's a little bit scary when it happens. That was a super nice process. Just bring one photo, you fill out a form, you give them the passport. 2 hours later, I could pick it up. That was that simple. So apparently the Cambodian embassy is right there. So that up there is the Laos Embassy. It's actually bigger than the Cambodian one. And then they have this gold thing on the outside. There's like the main entrance, but when you go to take the visa, you have to go in there and then that way. Then there will be a guy like writing your name and your passport number down. Then you go in, fill out the form, come back 2 hours later. So easy. As I mentioned before, it's a super beautiful city, and there's also like a small lake here and a bigger one over there. So the plan was actually to go that way and then straight over to that little train track street. But I kind of feel like I have to shit. So since we are super low on money, I don't want to like buy a coffee at a random place and use the toilet. So we're gonna go to the main train station and see if there is a toilet there. I came from here because I thought we could walk that way. I was not in his way though. And then everything is blocked. But the great thing about not going the way you want to, like then we come in and then it's like this, right? Just like life. If you go one direction expecting something, and then all of a sudden you end up in a very colorful place. It's a dead end. It's a dead end. Now, let's go back. I found a little walk path here. Might take us around. Maybe. I see the Grand Station over there. I would maybe have waited for me to walk these 5 meters. And here it is. The station, the Grand Station. Let's see if we have a toilet in there somewhere. That was the toilet visit, and it was free. So if you need a free place to go to the toilet in the middle of Hoi An, the main train station is the place to go. There was even toilet paper and everything. We talked about the traffic a little bit earlier. All over Asia, I guess, gonna find yourself walking on the middle of the street because the sidewalks either not there or they're blocked. I would say, however, like people that are driving on the street know that pedestrians have to go there. So they always leave the space. Like I will always look, of course, and if there's a big truck or something coming, I will wait. But if it's only scooters, I'll just walk out and people will move. And like in general, somebody waving. In general, I would say that the traffic, and I touched on that on one of the other videos also. In general, walking around, like as soon as you kind of understand that the traffic rules here are mostly about giving each other space rather than following the actual rules. So you should never like count on the actual rules, but more the fact that people give each other space. Of course, some people like rule their own little world and just drive like everybody else has to move out of the way. Of course, you have to be alert about those. But in general, I would say like going over a road like this in the start of this trip, also in Thailand, that was kind of a big thing for me. And sometimes I actually walked to where there was like a traffic light or something like that, but not anymore. Like I would gladly walk over here where that what is it called, where that crosswalk is, without any problems. Especially when it's scooters. When it's cars, I feel like you have to be a little bit more alert. It's probably just a feeling from me, but in general, like walking these places now is really easy. Here's also a great spot. So all of these people here are running a red light. Look, nobody is looking to the left. So here, that was actually where I came in with the train. So through that gate there, this woman is trying to get me to something in here, which is crazy that the tourist part already start out here, that they're trying to like hunt you in. Let's see how crazy it's gonna be when we actually go in there. So they will open this gate up whenever the train comes. I guess the gates are there because they don't want all the tourists to go that way. The actual street is this way here. And this woman is definitely gonna try to take us to some kind of coffee place in there, that's 100% sure. But we don't have any money, so it's quite easy. So this is the this is the street itself. And it's quite cool, like super beautiful here. Also, if the track was not here, I guess this would be a busy place. So, if I remember correctly, the trains are 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, or something like that. And then there's one at 10 in the morning. And then we have the one I came with, which is the one at 7 in the evening. And it's now 2 or something like that. So we're not gonna wait for the train, and it will be packed with tourists when the train comes. It's insane. At least what I've seen on the pictures. Hello. Really a place for tourists and everything. Oh, thank you. And then so far only one place didn't try to drag me in. I can never go in. If they try to drag me in, I'm like taking the next place. Super beautiful here. And quite quiet also. And then it looks like there's a lot of people selling stuff here also. This guess makes sense with all of the tourists. It's actually a little bit less packed than I expected it to be. And then I've seen people live streaming also. I've seen that guy there, some other place. I think we almost already reached the end. So it's a quite short street. Guess a couple of 100 meters or something like that. It's a very beautiful street. Very, very beautiful. I'm wondering how many thousands or millions of photos that will be taken in this alley, like in a year. That must be insane. Go that way, and then there is this big lake I talked about before, and then I'll start to head back home and then see if I can change that $5 bill into a few Vietnamese one. And then I actually have to go back, and since I did laundry, I have to do a little bit of packing. Very unusual me though. It actually looks a little bit like there are some kind of stuff like this way. So let's just, when we have to go this way anyways, just take a look at what is here. It's super funny it is, because it's like, if you take the tracks away, it looks like a completely normal street. But because the tracks are here, it looks like the AI kind of messed it up. If you put something into Photoshop and then it's kind of doing like that, it looks incredible though. And in this end of it, there's no tourists, like that's me, and then a lot of local people. There's a lamp shop there, and there is also 2 more back there. That's also a thing that is so funny around Southeast Asia. Like a lot of the stores, they kind of end up in the same area. It's the same with camera stores. I walked past a street where the whole street was different camera stores. It's just funny to not like spread out more. Okay, this is a great example of how to cross the street. Like you simply just walk. It would be funny if somebody run into me now, right? It was actually not that fair because there was a gap here. And that was not planned. It smells literally like the sea. That is weird. I'm pretty sure this is just like a lake that's not connected to any kind of ocean. Especially because we're in the middle of the country. Super beautiful in here with this tiny little island. And this, I guess this is some kind of art. and a tower, and then people are fishing here. Very nice, and it's like super calm in here also. And it's huge. It's a huge lake. It actually didn't look that big on the map. It's such an amazing color. These poles you have. So one more guy fishing there, and there are actually dead fish here. You see one there, and then over here there are two. So there must be a lot of fish. It looks so weird, mostly because they're so white. So there must be a lot of fish here. I haven't seen any tourists in here also. It's all the local people hanging out. But also when you come from the outside, it looks like you can't get in here. And then when you go to the gate, there is something on the ground which for some European people would be like, oh, you can't go in there. But I'm pretty sure it's only for the scooters. Really looks so cool, this old Coca-Cola sign here. And then again they have these small toy cars. I've actually seen them many places in Vietnam so far. Wonder how much people pay to rent them for an hour or whatever. And I guess this will be the main entrance, which is now the main exit. It's a really nice park. I only seen one couple that was a foreigner in here. The rest has been the local. Definitely go here, hang out, and have a drink or something like that. Take a look at how many of these electrical cars there are here. It actually looks like this is normally also a road that's open. I thought it was just always like that, but it looks like they blocked off all of this area also. Again, I wonder if it's every weekend or it's like a special occasion this weekend. Here's something that warms up my Copenhagen heart. This is all bike stores for quite a while here. Here is actually that Note Coffee where I made a little movie about last time. It was kind of fun to do. I was like, okay, happy with it. Like, it's the first time I'm doing anything like that. But that's the place. Like, it's really incredible. The coffee is not great though at all. But the place is like worth the visit. So the blue one there, that's the actual place, and there is a line even. Last time there was nobody there. Well, it's worth the wait if they want to exchange my $5. Not quite sure they want to do that, but let's see. But anyways, that's the place you want to go if you want to exchange money. I absolutely love that money exchange place. That's amazing. He actually changed that $5 bill. He laughed a lot when I showed it to him. But he did it. 117. I think the Google one was 123, so a little bit lower this time, but also $5. Like, if he had said 100, I would still have said yes. Now that means I can have a coffee now, one tomorrow morning, I can eat tonight and eat tomorrow morning. Then I just have to buy something online or with my card for the bus ride tomorrow afternoon. So the bus is around 4 and it's a 20-hour ride, but every other bus company says it's 24 hours. I hope it's the 21 because I need to pick money up in Laos when we get there. Hopefully it's going to be on time, and that will be at 12. Then there will be plenty of time to pick up money, and then I need to get my phone to work also. I hope I can do it in the bus online. Time will tell. This was the most random video on a random Sunday ever. I hope you enjoyed it anyways. Didn't want to not film today. And then I felt like, okay, let's just go and see what happens. not really anything happened. That's how it is sometimes. That's the struggle you have on the road like this sometimes. Anyways, I have still a lot of plans for the future, especially when we go back into Thailand and then South Korea and Japan for sure. A lot of great stuff coming up there. The next 14 days gonna be in Laos. We have a wedding and we have the New Year's. And I'm probably gonna be in that small little city for 14 days. It's probably gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be an experience. So yeah, at least 14 days in Laos, then into Thailand, 14 days, 3 weeks, and then off to South Korea. I'm so excited about going. Okay, very random video. If you made it so far, thank you so much. Yeah, a lot of great stuff coming up. Thank you so much to everybody and the universe. And then see you in the next one where we're gonna go into Laos. I'm so tired today also.